This house is a working experiment. As you move around the home, each room is very unique. The house is really about surprise and the unexpected. Koch Woolf was really an important Los Angeles architect, and he developed his own really unique style. He was running parallel with all the case study architects, but he really believed that you could have both modernism and appreciate history at the same time. Koch was really one of the first gay men that came out in Hollywood and lived a gay lifestyle. And he found ways of really inventing a gay family within the parameters and the socially accepted means of society at that time. The house is in Bel Air, which is right by UCLA in Los Angeles, and the great thing about it is really a garden community. My husband, Guy, and I have lived in the neighborhood for a long time, and this house was part of his running route that he went on for 10 or 15 years, and finally it came on the market for us to look at. When you approach it, you see this mansard roof that looks like it's some French chateau. You walk in the door and it's an open, glassy case study plan. There's a central courtyard that all the rooms open onto, and the room is basically a glass pavilion that links the courtyard with the landscape beyond. The outdoor space should really be experienced as a continuation of the interior rooms. Most of the spaces are focused in ways we try to create as long connections to the landscape as possible. In approaching the design of a house like this, you really want to identify what are the elements that are really character defining to preserve. Be very conscious of what are the new contributions you want to make, but then also how do you blend those two things together? There's some linking elements that are both the original spirit and new ideas. I think everybody's house really needs to express them and what they love. And so our house holds all these collections that we've been working on for years. But as you evolve as a person, you assemble these different collections different kinds of ways, from the hardware to some of the paintings, some of the furnishings, that all sort of give it its personality. I love having friends come over. When you design, you really think about how would you coordinate a dinner here? Where do you start for cocktails? Where do you go after dinner? What's the tour of the house going to be? Part of designing and planning a house is thinking about all the different ways you want to live and entertain in it. I think we approach every house as it has to be representational of those who live in it. This house really feels like Guy and me. It is joyful, it's exuberant, it's optimistic. This house has this double fold to it, being an architectural history, but also the social history of our society. And so I'm so proud that where we live represents our personalities and what we believe in.